welcome to Creations by Karen, and today we're going to make a cemetery saddle. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's something that goes over a tombstone at the cemetery. And I had a customer want me to make two for her, and I said, well, okay. But they're pretty easy to make, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, Lori, gotcha. So I got these at Michael's. It says Floral Tombstone Hugger, $13.99. Use a coupon. Good morning, good morning. So this is what it looks like. Okay? Now, what you need to do, good morning, is take it. There's actually a front and a back side to it. So this is a little bit thicker, and this is thinner. So this would be the front. And all you have to do, good morning, is use your muscles here, people, and just twist this down, just to make it. And when you put this on your tombstone, you can shape it whatever way you want according to the size of the tombstone, because there's some that are bigger than others. Good morning. Love my creations. Thanks. Okay, so I made a contraption to help me with this, because you know I gotta find the easiest way. And I had this piece, this round disc in my basement, and I just hot glued. Actually, I think I used E6000. These little things, and these will sit in here. I'm just gonna turn this up a bit so it fits in there. Hopefully. Good morning. You got that? Easy. And then what I also did was I got one of these spinner things. Use it for cooking. I don't. Well, I'm using it for crafts. Good morning. Thank you. And I'm just going to set it on here. Like so. So it spins. So it's easy. Right? Good morning. Lazy Susan. Gotcha. Lazy Susan. Thank you, Debbie. Great idea. I know, right? I have moments. Brilliance and then not so much. Okay. So this, yeah, you just want to make sure that this is going to sit right on here. Okay, so what you're going to need, the first thing you're going to need is some of this. And I got this on Amazon. I'm going to cut it, right? I got this from Amazon, and I'm sure you could get it other places, but I wanted stuff that was sort of plastic, because this is going to be outside, and if you live in Ontario, it can be even crazy in the summer. So you got to get stuff that's going to withstand outside. So I just cut these down about an inch down from the last leaf. Okay, so 1 inch down. Good morning. It's used for cake decorating. Yeah, for those of you that know me, I don't cook regular things, and certainly not going to cook baked stuff. Garbage. And then what you do is you take these and you just turn this like this, okay, on a right angle. Why, you're asking me? I'll show you. So you're just going to turn them that way. And you're going to need 2 bunches of these, and when I got them, I got 4 bunches in a package, and I don't remember how much you paid for it. Good morning, Lisa Lou. Good morning, Heather. All right, so, and you're going to need 2 and 3 pieces. Okay, so see how this, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my side and spin you around, okay? Got it? Good morning. So I'm going to maybe just do it this way. So you take that right angle, and I want you to touch every one of these, and I want you to turn it, and so just a slight U, I guess, and just dip it in your hot glue. Now I got a little glue pot going on here, and I'll show you that in a second. And you're going to put this about almost halfway down, so it looks like this. Okay, You see that? All right. This is my glue pot. It's a mini glue pot for the market. So you're gonna do that. So see how they got these rungs? I want them to be partially covered up. So I'm just going to place these down over top of where the rungs are, and dip your glue. And like this has got like styrofoam, and they said you don't need to hot glue things. You need to hot glue them, people. And the reason for that is the last thing you want to do is to make this, go to the cemetery and visit your loved one and have this thing all over the cemetery. See, look, there's where I'm at. Okay? Just keep going. So I'm just going to put it at one at the end, and then one on every bracket. So it's almost covering that rung. What glue do you use in your glue pot? Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I'm OCD about my glue, man. Woo. Yeah. Because if you use like crap glue, sorry about that word, you're gonna get crap results, people. All right? So just dip it and just place it in. Now that's what it looks like on that end. This doesn't take a long time to make. It can be a little bit challenging if you've never made one before, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna put two on this end. And I've got them all cut here and slightly bent. And dipping and placing it in. And this is, I want it to have like a sleeve over top of it. Not a sleeve, that's not the word I want. What's the word I want? Help me out here, people. My brain's not happy this morning. Skirt. Skirt. There's the end. Just keep going. Cascade. That's a good word. Cascade. A layer. You can call it whatever you want. Let's go skirt, cascade. What kind of leaves are these, please? Dawn? This is what they look like. Kind of look ferny, I guess. I got them on Amazon. Because I looked around and I didn't really like, well, Michael's was way too expensive. So I kind of, you can get almost anything on Amazon, right? Just put them in. And what I mean by turning them, because I don't want them just to hug the, I want them to come out a little bit. Skirt. Is that the same frame you would use for a mailbox? I don't know. I've never made one on a mailbox, but I imagine so. I think you could use it for a mailbox. Why not? Yeah. Skirt. Skirt. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just lifting these out a little bit. Cascade. That's a good word. Okay, one or more on this end, and then two on, yeah, there you go. And I made it for, a lady asked me, and I said, oh, I've never done one before. And she goes, well, you make these beautiful things. You won't have a problem. I'm like, okay. She had a lot of confidence in me, and I felt really under the gun. But you know what? It turned out great. Put two on the end. You don't care if that stuff like sits up right. Okay, and my last one going in. Good morning, ants. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. Okay, so there is my first row of fern. It's a skirt or a cascade or whatever you want to call it, people. That's what it looks like. Isn't this a great idea, this spinner thing? Okay, got it? Okay. Now, I wanted something else because I wanted to add some dimension to it. So, once again, Amazon, I found this. Look. It's a different color and it's pretty. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Linda. Okay, so you're gonna do the same thing. Cut these out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I think is a weird number, but okay. All right. So just do the same thing you did with the other one. Hey, everybody. Just cut them about 1 inch down. This does not have to be a hard project. And I have a few of them here, and like if you're doing craft shows and stuff, it's kind of solemn, I think, but they're selling. Yep. Here at the market. Why is that tippy? Okay. Now, you're going to take this and you're going to put it, once again, open it up, make it fluffy, curve it a little bit, and you're going to put it between these two. Dip. And stick it in. Good morning, good morning. Okay, people coming into the market. Just put another one in. Open it. Make it look pretty. Good morning, good morning. Okay, turn it on a right angle. Dip it. And just stick it in. Okay, just like that. Let's go again. What are you charging for the saddle? Well, I charge $75. One, because I don't use cheap stuff. If you use cheap stuff, you'll get cheap results. That's to my thinking. And they're not balking at it. So you charge whatever you want. Good morning, Denise. You think that's a reasonable price? There's a lot of flowers going in this. And I'm not using cheap stuff, right? Here's my thought process on buying stuff from the dollar store, I guess. You're gonna get dollar store results. And I think by spending a little bit extra, you're gonna get good results. And it's gonna look better. Okay? So just think about what you're pricing things at. And I made like some, so some people don't want to put like a saddle on. So I made some grapevine wreaths, and I spray them all with Krylon. Spray, UV, protect them. Like, you will tell these people that there will be fade. It's just, you know, it's way out in the open, right? So tell them that they're gonna have fade. Because no matter how much stuff you use, you're gonna have fade. Now here's my second one I got going on here. So just dip in your glue and stick it in. Remember always to touch all your stuff here, right? Because you want it to look good. Just go again. Stick it in. These are going between the ones that you have already in there. And these are like plastic. And learned that the hard way, but didn't know there was a difference when I started making wreaths. Yeah, I learned too. Yeah. When you use dollar store stuff, you get dollar store results. It's just my thought. Whatever. Really means nothing. Okay? Here we go. Look. Let's come around. I know, guys. Here we go. Stick it in. Now, I think I'm going to make this for my mom and dad's sister's stone. My mom loved peonies. Loved them. So I think I'm going to make it for her. Hey, everybody. For them to make a trip out there. Okay, I'm coming around. This is the side, and I have 2 left. All right, just dip. Dip is important. Stick it in. And do the last one. Good morning, good morning. Do you spray them? Absolutely. Yeah, they're going to be out in the elements, right? So I do use a good quality UV protected Krylon spray. Now, here's where we're at. We've got 2 layers in. Now, making sure this stays on. I didn't like this ledge, right? So, I got these, and these are just ones that I picked out of my stash, right? Little things, but they, you know, I just pulled them off the stem. So I need to take like 18 gauge wire, stick it in through, because there's a little hole. Turn this down. Good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. Turn it down. And I'm using 18 gauge wire so that I know that it's going to stay. And I'm going to stick it really close to the top. Stick it in. And that kind of covers up that top thing. Okay? Do it again. Just cut 18 gauge wire. And I got this at Lamb's Mill store. $1.49. Pretty reasonable. And I put the little ones on the edge. Good morning, good morning. Just come in. And you don't, it doesn't matter how many you put in here. You just kind of want to not have that showing. Okay? So that's what it looks like. See how it's kind of covering up that nastiness? And I've gone ahead and put a whole bunch of done them. Oh, you can be here all day. Okay, so just stick these in. See it? That's all you have to do, people. Good morning, good morning. You could use pins too. Yeah, you can use whatever you want. I didn't have them, so I went into my stash and I had floral gauge wire. Yeah, you can use some U-pins. These are much cheaper. Just takes a bit of time, that's all. Hey Sandy, how are ya? I like it. See, it covers it. Covers the nastiness. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Little ones, I need little ones here. Let's go here. The key is just making it look full, right? Kinda. Usually put moss around the foam. Yeah, you could do, you know, I mean, all you have, if you're making this for yourself, you just make it the way you want, right? This worked for me, and I like the fullness. Okay, dip and stick it in. Okay. Okay. Now we have 3 left. So I have to strategically place these, but they're big petals, so leaves, I guess. Okay. Just go in and stick them down. Hot gluing them in, I think, is a really good idea. Especially in Canada, where, you know, you never know what the weather's going to be like, and, you know, like I said, I would never want anybody to buy one of these from me and then go to the cemetery and have it all over the cemetery. I need a piece of wire. Just gonna put this here and take it off. Stick it through that little hole. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, go in, dip it, and stick it in. There you go. Okay, so there's where we're at on my Lazy Susan. Okay, now let's go to the floral. So I figured out pretty easily that I'm going to put my biggest flower on the top, and I want it to come down this way. Show you what I mean. Look at this peony. Pretty, right? I'm going to put him in the center. But I don't want him to be too high, so I think I'll cut it here. And all I have to do is dip it, and this is my focal flower. Stick it in. Okay? Like that. So that's in the center. And so I want to put a smaller one on each side and then one on here. So it goes like this. So, got all sorts of flowers going on. I like this one. Put that one in. I didn't know how many I'd use, so, and you're just going to come sort of to the side like this. People are starting to come in. Right? So just go there and just one more. And I'm going to use this bud. Got it? And keep your leaves on, because you know you don't want that's filler, right? To make it look more full. And this bud is going to go here. Right? And you gotta sometimes jam these in. But that's okay, you can do that. And just tip it, because you don't want everything to look like all hurt. Okay? Got that part? Alright. Good. Now, we're gonna go this side. So I want a fairly big one. That's very good size. Just cut that off. Maybe too high. Got it. Dip it. Cut and dip. It's like cut and paste, only cut and dip. And you're going to have like glue strings. Don't worry about them. See how we got a triangle going on? And I sorry about the noise. People are moving in. Alright? Hey, don't cut these leaves off. That's just fill. Right? Dip and place it in. Alright? Okay. So there's where we're at. Okay? Are you following, people? Give me a thumbs up. Alright, I'm going to, this is what the other side looks like. Exactly the same. But I want to put stuff, the same flowers in here. So I'm just going to find them. And I've got a couple couple of other stems, so I'm going to take this one and this one. Don't get rid of these leaves, because you might need them again, okay? And you want these symmetrical on all sides, right? So, dip, and just stick it in, so it's kind of down, see, down, and do it on the other side. Dip, and stick it in, okay? And you want that to sort of come down a little bit like that, okay? Good? They go at a 45-degree angle? No, not necessarily. They just kind of go in so it fills up. Right? All you want to do is make sure that, you know, they're secure and that they show. All right. I found these white roses. Do you leave the replay up? I don't see how you started. Yeah, you could do that. I will be posting it on my YouTube channel. So, Lisa, you can do that. You can watch it from here. You know what? Not those ones. Look at, I think I like these pink. What do you think? Do you like the pink? To go with that? I think I, no I don't. I don't like that pink. I'm going to go with white. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course. So I'm just going to cut them. I don't know how long I want to make them. Move your leaves up. So I'm going to stick that one in here. See? And just do the same on the other side. Stick that in. So all you want to make sure is that when you stick them in, it's adding some fill. Got it? So I think I'll do one more on that side. And it doesn't necessarily have to be symmetrical. Remember, there's a front and a back. Remember I said that at the beginning? And I think what you want to do is make sure, I'm going to put this here, and that it's not covering up the names. If there's names on your tombstone, that this cascade is not covering up that, their names, okay? So, then I got these. These kind of pretty. And all of these I got at Michael's. So I'm just want to fill in. So I'm just going to stick it down. Stick them down. Doing this side first. And I'll flip it around so you guys can see what it looks like. And then I'm going to put one in each end. A little one here. Just stick it down there. And then one on the other end. A small one. Not necessarily. Okay, you following people? Where are you filming it at? People moving in. I'm at the market. It's the Western Fair District Market. I wouldn't have time to do this from home and make it here. Thanks, guys. Okay, so there is that one side. And I will add some contrasting color in there. I need this. Do exactly the same on the other side. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so I want a big tall one sort of for the center. Cut and dip. So the key to doing this is just making sure that it looks full, right? There's another tall one. So just cut this off. stick it in. And I've got other ones here. Give them the stink eye again. It's my neighbor. Just moving in stuff for their booth for the day. Alright, there's a little one here, so we'll put that there. And then another one on this side. Okay, I like it, and I got a space here, so I think I'll stick it in there. Alright. Okay, so there's where we are. So there is some space that still needs to get filled in. You see it? So I got this stuff, which will just add, I think, a bit of contrast. I don't know what it's called, I just like the look of it. So, take it off. 9:30. Sweet. Alright, here's a tall one. So I'm going to cut that off. Dip it. And stick it in. Okay. Make sure it's in there. Is the market year round? Yep. Yes, it is. See how this adds contrast and color. One off for the other side, and stick it in. And I just want to put this randomly throughout the saddle, right? So I got 4 more, so I know I can get 2 on each side. Hey, how are you? Whoops. Just poked his head in, my neighbor. Okay. Take this, and I think I want one out here. So stick it in, so you have something coming out the side. Repeat it on the other side. And once again, this also helps with filling in dead spaces. I probably shouldn't say that. Okay. Go to this side. I've got a spot here I don't like, and I think I'm just going to put this in there. Cut that off. Stick it in. There, that's better. That's better. What do you think, guys? Pretty, eh? Okay, so I want to put, I think I'll put this up top. So there's a spot. And then I think we're gonna go, we got 2, sweet. This is the front. So I'm going to put this here. I'll show you. Hang on now. Good morning, Sue. And this one here. Alright, so there's the other side. Alright? Now, I do want some contrast. So, I've got these. Just to add a bit of contrast. And this has the same color in here, so I think it would work. So, I know this is the other side, this is the front. So these are also peonies. So I'm going to add, look, I got some green. Like, don't throw your greenery out. I think I'm going to, this will be the front. So I think I'm going to add a little extra green to the front. Because really, this is what people are going to notice, is the front of it, right? Oh, that's cute. All right. So I got these, so I'm just going to cut this off. Kind of a pink. But it was in this arrangement, so I know it works with it. Oh, I think that was cute. Look. You could add some dimension. And there's a kind of space up here I'm not happy with. And look, there's daisies in here. So, I think I'll just put some daisy one up the top. Where I stuck that green in. Okay, I think I like that. Daisy. So I got another one of these, pink. So I'm going to put it on this side. Dip. Stick it. There we go. And just add some color. I'm going to put it there. So you can just make this however you want. This is from Mom and Dad, so just making it pretty for them. Another one, this will be the front, so just going to put that here. Yeah. Hey guys. All right. Now, spin it. I think I don't want to put any more. Maybe I got one rose. Maybe I'll put it there. Yep, that's pretty. Okay. Just like random pops of color, I think. That's all I got. I don't want to put yellow, so. Anyways, I think I'm good. Okay, guys. Here it is. You like it? What do you think? Thank you very much. You want to see what it looks like on a top of something? Hang on, I'll have to get up. Let's take this. Let's put it on here. I know I did these last night. Crazy. Let's put it up here. There you go. I think. Ta-da. That's awesome, guys. Okay, that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so next week I'm going to make an Easter wreath. I'll get up and I'll show you what it looks like. Hang on. Hang on. This is what we're going to make next week. It's a big one. Yes, that's next week's tutorial. Okay, guys. All right, you have a super day. It is 9:39. See, that doesn't take a long time to make. If you need to make one, make one. If you want me to make one, message me. All right? If you live in Ontario, I'm not shipping one of these bad boys to the States because it would be ridiculously expensive to ship it. And listen, if I can make this, you can make this. All right, guys, have a great day. I get a few minutes before market opens, and yeah. All right, so have a good one. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.